I'm not even meaning you or like joking. When I walked into the room, I actually almost slid and slipped. Like, really. Not like, yeah, I slipped. No, like, I almost like lost it. I just mopped like a few hours ago, but apparently it's still very, very clean. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful one out there. Today, we're listening to the band Sleater-Kinney. Sleater-Kinney? We're listening to the track Jumpers. This is off of their 7th studio album, released 2005, The Woods. Never heard of the band? Don't know a thing about them. However, I should call them Sleater-Kinney, because of the way I was slipping. Okay, this is a recommendation from Jacob. So thank you so much, Jacob, for the recommendation, for the supports, and the sponsorship on this one. Like I said, never heard of the band. Don't know a ting about them. But we're about to find out right now. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Jumpers. Here we go.
I spend the afternoon in cars. I sit in traffic jams for hours. Don't push me, I am not okay. The sky is blue most every day. The lemons grow like tulips. Our tiny suns infused with flowers.
I like the impact of that kick. Love how her voice just sprang out of that into this. This is nice. I like that. Like their sound right here. It's a fun little rhythm there. That delivery. That's powerful the way it comes out. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I like the production and how it pushes everything.
Be still this so hard, be still this so scared. Drink your last drink, sing your last sin, sing your last song about the beginning. Sing it out loud so the people can hear. Let's go!
Oh, this is a jam. And now since that aggressive. Oh, this is good. I love this delivery here. the scream behind. That was great. Okay, that was really good. I love the lyrics as well. The ending is fantastic. The name of the song, did I say the name? The name of the song comes into full effect when you're looking at the lyrics. Definitely understand that. Okay, not necessarily reminding me of the same band or anything like that, but there they are. I got Wet Leg up there. It's kind of giving me a similar energy in that direction. The band, or at least this song, actually reminds me of one of the opening bands that I saw when I went to go see Otoboke Beaver. I don't remember the name of that band, but it kind of reminds me of that sound where it's like punk energy, like in this kind of sound. This is not necessarily punk, but like it's like that power pop kind of sound, right? Maybe I think power pop, punk pop. It's like in that realm. Love that. I love the delivery in the lyrics or in the verse. The ba 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 ba. It's kind of like this almost numbing, hypnotic, going through the motions way of delivering, which works really well with the lyrics, which is basically talking about them going to the Golden Gate Bridge and right? But there's all the buildup and the numbness before that in the lyrics. So let me just kind of bring everything together, if you don't mind me doing so. I spend the afternoon in cars. I sit in traffic jams for hours. Don't push me. I'm not okay, right? Don't push me to the edge. And this is all very relatable. And that's what I mean by the numbness. Sitting in traffic and you're just doing the 8 to 5 and, you're doing the routine. It all becomes very numbing. You're just going through the motions. And I feel like the way that the singing is delivered at that particular point, I spend the afternoons in cars. It's just going through the motions. It's almost numb the way that they're singing, which works very well there. But then, of course, as the chorus comes in, that's when the drums really pop in and the vocals come out a lot more. Let me read the rest of the lyrics. The sky is blue most every day. The lemons grow like tumors. They are tiny suns infused with sour. There's a great line that is. Lonely as a cloud in the golden state. The coldest winter that I ever saw was the summer that I spent. I think that's such a great line. The coldest winter I ever saw was the summer that I spent. Spent what? Spent there? Did she feel spent? Like empty herself? Hence now why she's in this particular mindset? I just think that that's really, really wonderful. And specifically the drum. Let's look at the Wikipedia article here. Carrie Brownstein on the guitar and vocals. Corinne Tucker on vocals and guitar, and then Janet Weiss on drums and harmonica and backing vocals. The drums, when they come in there in the chorus, that's where that power comes from. That's where that pop really, really goes off. And then there's also this kind of fuzzy distortion that's happening constantly within the music. But at the same time, there's a lot of melody. So because there's two guitarists here, in the third verse after the first chorus, you hear that there's an extra line of melody that comes through, which if I didn't see the personnel list, I would have thought it was like a keyboard, but going to be the second guitarist, whichever one of them is doing that comes in. That adds this really cool, like echoey kind of effect. The only substance is the fog, and it hides all that has gone wrong. Can't see a thing inside the maze. There is a bridge adored and famed, the golden spine of engineering, whose back is heavy with my weight. I'm just saying, there's a lot of fantastic lines in this song, and I like how she describes the bridge, whose back is heavy with my weight. Not only, like I imagine that she's saying that as like whatever, maybe not guilt, but whatever emotional weight that she's carrying, which of course is leading her to the edge of this bridge. Be still this old heart, be still this old skin, drink your last drink, sin your last sin. Sing your last song about the beginning, sing it out loud so the people can hear. Let's go. That singing out loud, your last song, I just imagine that's going to be the cry, the yell as you're falling, which we'll get to at the very end here. Be still this sad day, be still this sad year, hope your last hope, fear your last fear. You're not the only one. Let's go. My falling shape will draw a line between the blue of sea and sky. I'm not a bird, I'm not a plane. I took a taxi to the gate, I will not go to school again. 4 seconds was the longest wait. I don't mean this in a pun. I'm actually not trying to make this a pun. But this has to be one of the most impactful lines in the song, and of course to end the song. The 4 seconds from top of the bridge to cold, watery grave. And I love, of course, how it just cuts off there after that 4 seconds. Now, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if this outro, when she's counting the 4 seconds, is literally 4 seconds. I'm arguing no, because I'm pretty sure it went on just a little bit longer. But that would be kind of a cool breaking the fourth wall if she did so. Now, this song reminds me of two things. It reminds me, one, there was a documentary, I believe it's called The Bridge. I watched it a very, very long time ago. And it was about those who had tried to jump off, I think specifically the Golden Gate Bridge in California. And they survived. And so it was different interviews and stuff with those survivors and, obviously just talking to them and what they were going through at the time. And then it also reminds me, I've never seen this show, but it reminds me of this one scene. What's this show called? In BoJack Horseman, The View. The View from Halfway Down. Like I said, I've never watched this show, but it's just one specific scene in this show which someone is, speaking about jumping off a bridge. And it's a poem that they write. And it's really, really sad. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Someone posted it on Reddit here. The weak breeze whispers nothing, the water screams sublime. His feet shift, teeter-totter, deep breath, stand back, it's time. Toes untouched, the overpass, soon he's waterbound. Eyes locked shut, but peek to see the view from halfway down. Okay, it's halfway down. A little wind, a summer sun, a river rich and regal. A flood of fond endorphins that brings a calm that knows no equal. You're flying now. You see things much more clear than from the ground. It's all okay. It would be, were you not now halfway down. This is, of course, talking about that immediate regret, right? You're halfway down and that regret because there's no way back up. This is so a powerful moment in poem and everything. Thrashed to break from gravity, what now could slow the drop? All I'd give for toes to touch, the safety back at top. But this is it, the deed is done, silence drowns the sound. Before I leaped, I should have seen the view from halfway down. I really should have thought about the view from halfway down. I wish I could have known about the view from halfway down. Just like incredibly powerful. That gives me chills just reading it. And the band has captured perfectly that feeling, the essence of all that, really wonderfully in a great track. Also, the guitar solo is really nice. This was a really good song. I enjoyed this a lot. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Jacob. Really great one. Of course, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. You can follow me, of course, in a few places. I appreciate you being here. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys. How good was that? That's incredibly powerful, chilling, and somewhat relatable lyrics. Just really, really good.